Hi, my name is Steve. I'm with Powerlink Systems. We're an electric vehicle charging system company, and we specialize in level 2 charging systems for electric vehicles. Since 2011, there's been 3 electric cars that originally came to market: the Tesla Roadster, the Nissan Leaf, and the Chevy Bolt. Each car had a different design for a different type of customer. One that would want all battery driven miles, another one that was considered a hybrid vehicle that had extended range, and the third one was a prototype that led to the Tesla Model S. So as those cars come to market, we now have 25 electric vehicles to choose from in 2016. Each car coming to market is going to have a larger battery, which is going to offer longer range for driving. The goal has been to get a vehicle up over 200 miles with a price around $35,000 or less. So as those cars come to market, they're going to require a faster charging option for the owner. The level 2 charger can accomplish that for them, and a lot of times we'll get the charge time down from anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. Since 2016, we've seen a lot of great used electric cars come into the market for resale. These cars are the same great cars that came out with high technology that were sought after back a few years ago, and they're a lot more affordable now for people that were waiting on the sideline to get a vehicle like this. Some of the owners of the original electric vehicles may decide not to go back to another electric vehicle. Reason may be is that the fuel efficiency is up much higher on some of the SUVs and trucks that they also needed for their day-to-day use. So in turn, they may also decide to sell their electric vehicle charging system that they had installed in their garage. This is a great opportunity for Powerlink Systems to help you with your search, to make you feel confident that you're getting the right product. And we're going to take a few minutes to go into the garage and show you what to look for. Today we wanted to show you the proper installation of an electric vehicle charging system in a customer's home. So as required by most building codes, the charger itself is usually located about 4 feet or higher up off the ground. It's usually taking into consideration the length of the cord and the location of the charge port on the vehicle to make sure there's a comfortable reach for it. And also too, you can tell by the exterior of the charger that it's in great shape. It's been mounted and put in a position where it's going to prevent damage to it. Most chargers are mounted inside the garage or a carport and usually don't show much weathering. However, there will be circumstances where a charger has been mounted on the outside of the building and can weather a little bit. It won't change the performance of the charger, it just may give the outside casing a little faded look at it. So besides the exterior of the unit, it's really hard to determine if the charger is working properly. Usually the best way is to make sure that when it's plugged into a vehicle, it goes through the startup process properly and vehicle charging begins. We have a device that we wanted to show and share with you today that can help do a performance test of the charger and to validate the fact that all the functions are working properly. As we talked about, the outside of the charger isn't always the best indicator of the function and quality of the charger itself. If it's been mounted properly, it's been mounted up off the floor about 4 feet. It's been mounted away from the vehicle to prevent any damage to it. However, the cord itself, as it's been plugged into the car, and if it's been run over numerous times over a couple years, can start to degrade the insulation factor of the cord itself. And so you wouldn't be able to know that without viewing some exact damage on it. But we have a device today that we wanted to show you. It's manufactured by a company called Seaward, and it's designed specifically for testing level 1 and level 2 charging systems. So what it will do is allow us to take the charger while it's still plugged in at the customer's home, plug it into the device itself. It'll run an 8-function test. It will certify the results of the unit and allow us to share that information with the owner of the charger or the potential buyer. The Seaward electric vehicle charging tester is remote, and it allows us to go out to residential and commercial property owners that have charging systems if they need it to be diagnosed or evaluated to let them know the status of the charger. We're available to do that with this device. But we're going to give you a quick demonstration of how it works here at the residential side, how we can verify that the charger itself that we're considering putting up for sale will have all the qualities that the buyer is going to be looking for. We're going to plug in the charging cord into the port just like it would go into the charge port on the car. We then turn the power system on and it's going to initialize at that point. There are several tests that we can manually do. However, we're going to start off with an auto test here. And it's going to run through just power monitoring. It's going to tell us the amperage of the charger currently that it's connected to, the power coming in, and the power that's being put out through the charger. So when we go through these 8-function tests on here, that information will be documented into the testing device itself. It's going to indicate after the test's done whether it's passed or failed. And so what we can do is take a smartphone or a tablet, bring up the app that is already on the phone itself. We lay that on top of what's called the near field communication port on the unit. It will send the information of the results of the test to the tablet or the smartphone so that we can email it or text the results to the owner. But now that we've shown you how easy it is to certify a charger, that should give you some reassurance when you're looking at the used equipment market. And at Powerlink Systems, all our chargers that we will have on our marketplace website, which is where our used equipment is located, will offer that certification information to you. So a few other things that you want to think about when buying a charger is what your manufacturer of the vehicle recommends. Most standard charging equipment is 30 amps, so you will find chargers ranging anywhere from 16 to 32 to 40 amps. Again, the higher the amperage, a little bit faster charge time for you if that's convenient for you. Again, it will depend on what you have available for power at your home. So there is a possibility that you could exceed the power available in your electrical panel at this time if you go too high on the amperage. You're going to want to consult with a good electrician licensed and one that's familiar with putting electric vehicle charging systems in. That should be very helpful for you. The second thing that you want to consider if you are going to install outside is that they do have a NEMA rating, which is a rating for how well they're protected from the weather. NEMA 3 is standard. NEMA 4 rating a lot of times will show up on units that are considered movable, just because there's an opportunity that you might unplug it, put it on the floor, and it could be in a wet situation. And then thirdly, you want to make sure that the cord reach is comfortable for you. So before you permanently install that charger, make sure the car can pull up to that area, the cord can reach easily for you and comfortable, and it's not a hazard for anybody. Well, hopefully you found this information helpful, and we encourage you to visit our website, which is www.powerlinksystems.com, and take a look at the new and used equipment we have available. And of course, if you have any questions, we'd love to be there to talk to you about it. We have a contact page there, and you can also view more information on our charger certification page to give you more details on what the function test can offer for you. So thank you again. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to possibly seeing you again in the future with a new episode. Thanks.